Hello everyone, my name is Basti and I'm an independent trader with years of experience in the crypto markets. If you're looking for the latest information for daily chart analysis, and if you're looking for trading predictions as well as trading news, then you've come to the right place. Let's go. Good morning everybody and welcome back to the channel. Nice to see you here today. And as you can see, we are already looking at what's happening to Bitcoin. We are currently on the daily chart where things are starting to look relatively good. As you can see, we remain above our downtrend line that we've drawn here on the chart. And you can move it, of course. Some people prefer it to touch this little wicks. I personally like to have more touch points. So here, if we move it this way, then we have 3 instead of 2, and of course anybody can do it the way they want. I prefer it to have more touch points, but in any case, as you can see, again, we are above our downtrend line, and every day we are closing above the closing of the previous day, which is of course a very good sign as well. Another thing to keep in mind here is if we look at where we are at the moment, you'll notice that for a long time we have not been able to get out of this downtrend line. So that's also a good sign. And of course, we remain inside our accumulation area, as you can see here, similar to the one on the left. So we do want to see a move, and at the moment it looks like it could be very possible a move outside of this accumulation boxes. We're talking about a price resistance at 44,500 US dollars, which would be 3.72%. And Bitcoin could do that in a day if it wanted to. So we could see that today, or definitely towards the end of the week before we close it. So of course we do have to this price comes from these previous highs, as you can see, in these 4 areas where it already was a very strong resistance for Bitcoin to keep moving forward. So if we do break out of here, we can be moving towards the price line at 48,000 US dollars. And so you guys, I tell you shouldn't miss out on any of this. And for that, you can join our Telegram group, which is completely free. As you can see, I posted yesterday here that we had a W pattern forming, something that dictate plays and reached the target that it was supposed to reach. We can see that here very clearly, the small target, and even better on the 30-minute chart here, where we see we took it took the price up, and currently of course we are still moving even farther upward. Also, we do have this smaller uptrend line over here. So long as we remain above this and we don't break below it, then things look solid. In fact, we can even stretch this a bit farther and say that we do have an even bigger uptrend line over here. And again, so long as we stay above it, then things should be fine. We did take out this previous high from 2 days ago over here, so we also took that out, and that is as well a good sign that can guarantee or at least help very much for Bitcoin to keep moving upward. Also, we use our EMA ribbons as support. As you can see here very clearly, the 21 EMA on the 4-hour chart, excuse me, we've used it as support. And worst case scenario, we've used the 50 EMA ribbon as support, and currently again the 21. That is something I want to see every time. It's something that of course reminds me of previous bull runs, where over and over again, that is what we do when the price is looking solid. So here is a very clear example. As you can see in the previous bull run, we did go down to test the 50 EMA ribbon, but over and over again we use the 21 EMA line as support, and that is what is happening right now. This is why I assume that there's a big probability will continue to climb up in the price. Now, how am I going to trade this? Well, what I'm going to do is, if we manage to break out of the 44,500 US dollar, then I'm going to double my position, and I'm going to lead my entry here at the bottom of 41,800 more or less. We do have to see, of course, that the price remains above our 44,500 US dollar target, that it stays there, and that before we actually, putting a long position here that could bring the price even more towards the upside. That is not financial advice to anybody, but that is what I will do. Also, for my Bitbull VIP members, we yesterday gave an entry signal here for a long position, which right now has returned 3.75% in profit. Also, now let's have a look at the Fear and Greed Index. Here we are currently at 40 points, and I don't even know how that happened. Honestly, who would have thought that that was going to happen in just 24 hours? We finally seem to be moving up towards this area over here and have broken out of our 20 to 30 point range. Something that, of course, is another good sign. So it's interesting to see if we soon will be moving into this green area over here of maximum greed, which, of course, if we do, then we do have to start thinking about, taking profit, because usually when there's a lot of greed, that's when there's a bigger correction for Bitcoin. Now, as far as the news, the Bitcoin bulls have their eyes set on 45,000. However, some analysts are warning that there could be another correction, and this, of course, goes very well with our ascending triangle and the 44,500 US dollar price line. So let's go over here and have a look. We are about, as you can see here, over here is the target that could bring the move back to $56,000 for this ascending triangle. And all we have before we test our 200 EMA ribbon, which is exactly here at the top of our triangle, it's just about 1,500 US dollars that could, bring us towards the 44,500 US dollar price line. If we manage to break out of here, then of course the journey could take us, towards $56,000 very quickly. But of course, again, as we just said in the news, the analysts, or some analysts, are saying that there's also a possibility that we get rejected over here and the price might head back down to the $40,000 price line again. So that is something to consider and keep in mind. We, of course, have some of these graphics here, for example, for the weekly that are showing also the graphic with the triangle. Also here on the 15-minute time frame, we already took out this high over here. Also the different the 44,500 US dollar price target or price line here. And here there's an interesting graphic also that tells us that we are about to see we're in the squeeze zone and we are about to see a breakout towards the upside. The question, of course, here is then when will it happen? So there's a lot of good opinions, at least, out there. Now I wanted to show you this graphic that I found. It's this very interesting graphic. It's showing the different markets that we've had so far, especially, and by the way, thank you Patty25 for subscribing. Welcome to the community. So this are basically the market cycles, rather. And as you can see here, the red one is the current market cycle that we are in. But one thing that they're trying to show us here is that whenever we had this period of consolidation, this sideways period, the one similar to the one that we are in currently, that there's a big move towards the upside. And of course, they measure this in 1,000 days. Currently, we are 1,200 days into this sideways move. So the question here is, will we see a huge climb in the price as we've seen before in the previous cycles, or has the market cycles changed? I personally think that it has changed, that we might not see something like that happen. However, I'd be very interested to see what you guys think, and let me know in the comments below if that is your opinion or not. Now let's go over and have a look at Ethereum, where again here we went back to above above the $3,000 price line, which is exactly what I wanted to see. We also do have this rising wedge here. We have to watch out for. You see these two lines have been retested in this move towards the upside, but so long as we remain above the $3,000 price line, then the chances are very high that we go up into this area here, $3,200. We might see another correction before resuming the climb as well. So Ethereum is also looking good. Ethereum is also giving us some good signals here. So yeah, $3,000, very significant. We have to manage to remain above this line, and also we have to watch out for this top line, which seems to have some significant resistance before Ethereum continues to climb in price. Now let's go and have a look at the dominance, because a lot of you, of course, are asking, well, when are we going to start seeing the the altcoin season? And so here, of course, I'd say we will see a season for the altcoins once we see Bitcoin drop back over here. When we see that, it could be that maybe for a couple of weeks we start seeing that the altcoins perform much better, but then Bitcoin would probably find support and then go back up. So everything, of course, is affected by the way Bitcoin behaves, altcoins as well. And that means when Bitcoin jumps quickly and climbs quickly, then the question there is, are the altcoins going to do the same, or are they going to do it less? If you haven't already, make sure you like this video. It's very important to help us continue to grow with subscriptions. Also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell. Also, we finally broke the 10,000 members in our Telegram group. Thank you so much. And again, this is one area where you can find relevant information daily, completely free. Thank you so much for watching, guys. My name is Basti. Bye-bye.